how is heterosexuality? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this is like typical, but my my new medication made it so that I actually figured out how to have a conversation with my dad. We were talking about taxes and shit. We were talking about like some shit that usually I would have been like try to figure out how to switch off of this conversation so we could just talk about like the birds that are outside, because what the fuck else are we gonna talk about? But I was like talking about like I'm gonna be honest, I don't have like a tax man or anything, but I pretended as if I did, and he was asking me a bunch of questions and somehow I was responding to all of them correctly. The fuck? Does your dad approve you're gay? Let's just say he doesn't have much of a phone. He doesn't use the apps. So he doesn't really know. He don't got internet. Does he think you have a girlfriend? Well, sometimes they'll be like, damn, he needs, you know, he'll like talk to my mom or be like, he needs a girlfriend soon, man. Like the other two got children and shit, you know, it'll teach him like some responsibilities. If he has a kid, man, like, is he ever gonna have a kid, or is he deciding no kids? You know, like that's how he has conversation about me with my mom. But like at the same time, like, you know, he might view gay people as like kind of like he thinks every gay person looks like Frankie Grande type beat, or like Joey Graceffa. You know what I mean? And he just hasn't clocked it on me because I use kind of like my normal masculine voice. And I don't talk about lord and shit like that. So, you know, maybe once he finds out, he's like, oh, I didn't know that could happen. You know what I mean? Can we hear it? Yeah, I got my tax return. So that's pretty good, right? Do you use your gay voice or normal voice on stream? I would say I use my gay voice. My nipple is hard. Very masculine. I'm just saying, like, at least on stream, you know, the things that I talk about, kind of the, you know, also how more excited I am. I'm more excitable. I've got like my higher voice, my more loud voice. So you're hearing more of me, you know what I mean? But like when, you know, when my brother is there and he's like, bro, doesn't Destiny suck? And I'm like, yes, dude, he sucks shit. He's like, bro, I fucking hate the left. He's like gone crazy left. And I'm like, I know. I know, right? I used to love him, and I was like, yeah, man. But then he got a little too, like he's always, oh, fuck Trump. And I'm like, I know, dude, I know, man. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying. Like, stop using your big words to justify how woke you've gotten. You know what I mean? Like, I really lean into it, and then I start becoming a really horrible person. That's my straight voice. Same. So I just like, I don't want to have these discussions, you know? It's way easier to just be the guy. Be the guy they want me to be, because it's for like 3 days out of the year. You know what I mean? Do you get into your straight voice by saying slurs? It is. It is like, because my brother's like, yeah, I get it, you're a lefty, you know, like you're on Twitter and stuff, but you know, you're still saying the F slur and stuff, like, or he'll say it, and I'm like, yeah, I still say. He's like, damn, like it's crazy you haven't gotten canceled yet. I'm like, okay. Whatever. To be fair, he's a bit bisexual, I think. You know what I mean? My landlord uncle was saying very surprisingly woke things about Palestine. Oh yeah, I think that's like a lot of like my cousins and kind of the side of the family that's excommunicated my close family that I would have liked to have an Easter with, but they're always fucking on islands and shit like that. They're always like in Bali, so I don't ever get to see them. So he really is like Destiny. Your brother thinks all gay people are hugbox center queers. I'm sure that's what he thinks. Sorry, too much online language. Yeah, you're using Hitler's language or what? You're not. Sorry, I was just Joe Biden or whoever the fuck. You're back for being straight. So being straight is a choice. We've talked about this in the last VOD. Okay, go check it out. On Prezoh Uncut. Actually, soon to be Prezoh Uncut. My buddy Keith lived in a graveyard once for a whole year. It wasn't a dare or nothing. He just got kicked out of his house. He said he never saw a single ghost except for one time when a ghost stabbed him from behind and took all his money, and he might have just been a homeless guy. He's had a robe on. So I'm just reading the last last comment I got in that VOD. I don't know what's going on, but it's that's awesome. Point of view. Sorry, that was disgusting. That was really gross. Guys, tomorrow I'm seeing Remy Wolf. Are you guys excited for me? I listened to her last album again on the bus, and I kind of fell in love with it. I was like, okay, I'm actually like into every song. So she is the GOAT. Do you picture me? Oh my god, elephants are a mess. Posted an actual lord. Oh, this is like the worst thing that's happened since the shushing and the Whitney Houston. No. There was a time where like the only controversy she had was back in 2017 when she canceled the Israel show, which I think was supposed to be the last show of the tour. And like that became like, and then like Howard Stern called her a cunt and shit like that. That was crazy. And at the time I was like, I'm trying to learn to see if she's in, you know, like if she's doing the right thing. I don't know. I didn't know shit. Back then. I was really stupid. Howard Stern is still alive. Well, at least he was in 2017. I don't know what he's doing since then. I think Lady Gaga did a little performance on her show. On his show. I'm so sorry for she-herring Howard Stern, to all the Howard Stern misogynists in the chat. Very colorful chat today, by the way. Look at this. The fuck? Aga. Truing. Octodad is calling. Do you like the new name color? Wait, what? Is this the same? Me new name color. Aga. I can't see it yet. I can't see it. Wait, I gotta do this. Those are new to the flow. I have listened to it. Let me listen to it again though, real quick. You know what I mean? Let me try to not get too close to the soup. Can we not get too close to the front of the flow crowd so that I am not so overly embarrassed at how I don't have a good grasp on the on the lyrics and the melodies. Okay, it's too damn embarrassing, man. my God. Wait.
I think maybe I do. What do I gotta do? Do you need like maybe like the 7 TV chatterino or like, because I've got like the FFZ and 7 TV emotes, but you don't get the colors and stuff like that. Oh, chatterino 7. Oh, I see. Okay. I have it off. Oh, maybe that's what I did. But I don't know.
Anyway. Sorry for me. What is it called? Skin? Skin? Oh, paints. Yeah, maybe I don't have the 7 TV chatterino. I guess that's what's happening. Excuse me. Did you have anything to do with the Pope situation? The only Pope I knew existed was Pope Squidward, dude. The Majora's Mask speedrunner. I didn't even know that was based on a person. I didn't even know about the fucking octopus that exists. But every time there's a death, and like this is a really fucked up thing to do, I'm like, let me see if like I tweeted about this person back in like 2011. But then I never tweeted about the Pope. Actually, except for the one time. And it made like kind of like a, kind of a C tier callback. It's not, I mean, I thought I was funny as fuck, dude. Replace some movie titles with Pope, and then I just made it Pope. That's pretty fucking good. Great. That's great, man. 2013 me should have been a streamer, dude. 2013 me should have been a believer, dude. Believer. Mama, I'm just having fun. 2013 me? No. I was pretty, because I'd learned that I was a bit fruity. That was kind of the moment, and I don't know when I talked about this, maybe with my last Prezoh stream. But that's when I realized, oh, what I've been like taught from a young age, none of that is real, because a lot of the sentiments towards, in my brain anyway, back then, because it was kind of like pretty just like very general. I didn't know, I didn't have like that much education. But in my mind, I was like, how people talk about gay people sometimes, especially like my parents. No, not Jewish. I'm not Jewish. How they talked about gay people was often how they talked about black people and all that. So what I was like, I know I'm good. I know I'm not a demon. I know it wasn't a choice. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about right now. If like it's under the same breath as all the weird shit that I'm hearing. So I kind of just like, oh, okay, my parents aren't people to listen to, I guess. So I just, I had my like bisexual friend, I had like the Tumblrinas in my high school, just being like, let me teach you. I had my siblings too. They were low-key like progressive back in the day until they learned about YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. So my siblings were the people that kind of said, hello, you're gay. Hello. You know what I mean? This is cinema, that's real. Fuck you, VOD viewers. Like they taught me at a very young age that trans people are real. Like I didn't know that was they were like, okay, you have like a lot of catching up to do because you saw your first black person in like the second grade. We gotta like teach you that there's more to the world than like your little classroom and also mom and dad, So first time I heard of pan people was in grade 4. Damn. That was probably like in high school. I didn't know if I went that deep into the different sexualities and stuff. I definitely like I do think like my siblings were like, let's have a plan to like really mature him way too quick. And we talked about this weekend actually, where they were like, okay, let's, you know, show you a beheading. Let's let's teach you about like what adults do. They have sex and stuff like that. Like, blah, blah, blah. You know, people around you will have sex. People, by the way, you're in 4th grade. Yeah, there's probably like a bunch of people who have sex in your grade. So you got to get on it. I was like, the fuck, dude? That's like almost a prank. So I got to like 7th grade. I'm like, I'm a fucking loser virgin. I have to have sex with my awesome friend, Alex. And it happened. And I was like, damn, I gotta be like the last one there. I think Family Guy taught me a lot. Yeah, I was, my brother was like, you're not, okay, you're done with SpongeBob, okay? You're in 2nd grade, bro, okay? Grow the fuck up, okay? You're watching Family Guy, you're watching South Park. But remember, the jokes are jokes, okay? Okay, they're not a reflection of the real world. And I'm like, oh, damn. 7th grader brother. So, and yeah, we talked about this weekend, and my mom was like, I was a pretty, like, she was talking about herself here. She was like, I was kind of like a bad mom, and I kind of let the siblings do a lot of the shit for him, and me, and I think that worked a lot, because even like when we were like, they were like, I don't know, they were like the equivalent of like creating a bomb in the basement, and it kind of like taught me a lot of like what not to do and what to do and shit. They were like trashing the place. They were like, you know, ripping bongs and shit like that, you know what I mean? A bomb, yeah. Turned out all right. I mean, there's a lot of people. Like, once I went to college, you know, there was still some holes to be filled. Not a gay joke, y'all, okay? But there was still like some kind of language that I was using, and not slurs, but I'm just like how I'm talking about people. Like one time, you know, I don't like calling people stupid, you know, solely because I had a friend who was like, you can't just call, especially women, stupid, okay? Because that's like kind of like a guy, like, you know, girls will often like, you know, a lot of the bullying is like from guys being like, you're stupid, fucking stupid, you know, with like the and like, oh, guys are smart. So like just refrain from saying stupid. I was like, oh fuck, I don't know, stupid was a slur. But then as I was like, okay, I get it and I respect it and I fuck with you. So then she like shaped me up, and then I don't know. I'm back to calling people stupid. Whoa, Lil. I don't know how to. I had similar. You took the woke pill. Yeah, but then you realize like people have their thing, right? Where oh shit, look at this insane crowd at the Lord gathering.
Yo, Jock Block. Look at these. Look. Oh my god.
Oh! What the fuck?
Holy shit.
There's that many Lord fans? This is Lord gathering.
We're not gonna make it out the fountain. We're not gonna make it out the fountain. There's so many people.
There's so many people, dude. This album's gonna go crazy. Like, if this happened with solar power. Let me see their solar power streams. No, exactly. Anyway, I wanted to say, like, everyone's got their thing, right? Like, everyone's got, like, their little, you know, like, I have some things that I haven't talked about that annoy me when people joke about it, but I'm like, I know that's a me thing. That's a me thing because I know people who have gone through this specific thing, but I realize it's not something to not joke about. because that's, you know, what am I gonna, if we didn't joke about like every single thing that like people have like gone through, then I don't know, there wouldn't be much to say. So already dishing out 3-minute Ford truck ads. I think they're trying to claim you. Wait, so that's how like later I felt about like calling people stupid, but I'm still like, you know, I'm not gonna call it like, because I was like, are you stupid for like just a very small mistake, you know what I mean? So real like Instagram short form content. Yeah, exactly. We don't need to listen to this. Let's listen to Red Wine Supernova. Like, I get it, I respect it, okay? I will install you point award, just got a whole lot more valuable. I don't even understand this sentence, but I'm sure it's good. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like for a little bit, I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're really gonna joke about balding? Some people die of lack of the hair follicles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But really, I was just like, I was going through it. You know what I mean? I was going through it. Look, I'm still gonna ban people who are like, you've got a fat face, because like, you're not gonna as a first-time chatter, you're not gonna add more than this. If Phelan, I think I got it, Phelan, if they said, Prezoh, you got a fucking fat face today, I'm gonna be like, you know what, you've kind of built a rapport. Phelan, and like it's like you're probably maybe in a mood. Fallen. Okay, so that motherfucker, the person who said it in the YouTube, is wrong. Because that motherfucker said like Fallon. Wait, maybe it is Fallon. I thought it was like Jimmy Fallon. Oh. That's right. Okay, Fallon. It was close to Fallon. I can't believe I was saying Fallon for that long, because that's what I thought it was. What the fuck? Well, shit, there's a lot to learn. You learn every day, you know what I mean? Idiot. You can't just fucking call people idiots, dude. I kind of say, why do so many people are way too comfortable with saying outrageous things on this platform and getting away with it? People should have manners even on Twitch. Yeah, no, I agree, but also like, I can't let that, like, there's so many different personalities in the chat that you gotta, and like, I'm sorry for saying this, you gotta see them as not real people. Okay, I've definitely hurt some people's feelings because I've leaned too much into that, where I was like kind of just rude to people who were like, shut the fuck up, I don't like you. Yo, Kate Emily, thank you for the 50 months. Thank you. Happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. I didn't even know that was a thing. Dude, solar power should come out again. But I still think if you're seeing the chat a little bit too much like a group chat, and you're seeing them, and you're seeing every chat message a little too personally, and you're like, ooh, if this person thinks this, then the fucking half the chat must think this. It's like, it's too, you know, you gotta like just filter out that shit in your brain. You know what I mean? Not just chatters, other streamers as well. It's probably real. It's kind of hard to make general statements on it when it depends on, yeah, it's true. It's true. You got to turn off the piece. No, that's going to end the stream. You know what I mean? Are we just not supposed to act like we're really good friends? I will say, like, I don't know. It does flip-flop in my mind, because I look at Squeaks' chat and I'm like, if I had that chat, that'd be great. But I don't know if I have the mentality to deal with that. But then like the balding jokes just become, it's like obviously everyone's gonna make a balding. My ass makes balding jokes to Squeaks now, you know? I don't even I have zero problem with someone else's balding head except my own, you know? It's a whiskey. Can I make balding jokes to you, Prezoh? I'm balding. Yeah, of course. Is it lemon cake that's balding? That I would be like, you know, it would actually kind of be like a moment. You know what I mean? Seeing E-Daters sex in the Squeaks chat. Dude, that was happening to my chat back in like 2017. It was like really bad. They were like, because I only had like 3-4 viewers, and those 2 people that would just flirt in my chat, they would just be talking to each other, completely ignoring me. And then I went offline to be like, bye bye. And then it would just keep going in my offline chat for like 30 minutes. It was insane. So, low-key kind of brave. Jealous a little bit. Ban them. Type was back in the day. I think it was literally actually like 2015, 2014. It was like one of my first streams, and they became like regulars for the longest time. And one of them found me again and realized like I've got followers now, and now just keeps sending me reels. The guy is doing that. And because I'm really bad at ignoring people, so I've been heart reacting a lot, even though I haven't been watching to his shit. I don't know. Did you ever? No, I haven't. He was like my main chatter for the longest time, but once in a while he would you know, it was him and this other woman. I don't know. And I think the girl, I mean, in my brain, she was like a little bit too old to be doing that to like I think like 18, 19-year-old kid. Excuse. So I don't know, but I'm not totally sure. I'm okay. Shit, what was her name again? It was Luna something. I think maybe I potentially found it, but I gotta scroll. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta mute this person named Luna that I follow. Okay. So I can like find this way easier. No, I can't find it. Never mind, sorry guys. But there was a time where I was just like, I don't know, I think the first time I looked myself up on Twitter, like my name, was in like 2016, and the only person was that woman who just tweeted, he just made an account and tweeted, hey Prezoh, it's Luna, when is your next stream? Not adding me at all. That was just her only tweet. It wasn't directed to anybody. It was just a blank account with that one tweet. Hi Prezoh, like as if I was just gonna find it. Like I'm the only, like I own the website. So that's kind of awesome. So no, not that. Fuck. I'm gay. If I knew like her full username, because I think it was exactly that, but aga. If I get to the point where that's something I can do, I'm fucked mentally. I do that all day. Nah, you stop. You definitely stop. But I did that for a little bit. Especially when I was naked on stream. And that fucked with my mental a lot. That was like the worst part of it. I think I dealt with it publicly pretty well. And it was a really funny moment. It was the funniest morning of my life. But it made me like search myself, like look for leaks, kind of like do a lot, and like it did get like a bit of the porny community on my ass for the longest time. Not just you know, there's the normal horny gay guys that were like, okay, now that I found that this, you know, but there was like these kind of, you know how like there's like these, the people who sexualize like every content creator ever, and they make art and shit, and they like write smut and shit behind like I was obsessed with being so aware of that because it was freaking me the fuck out. And I'm gonna be honest, back then, like before that happened, I was like, I don't think this would fuck me up that much. You know, it's kind of like you just ignore it. But it's weird because I don't know. There's some weird about it. There's some weird, I can't put my finger on it, but I'm sure it's weird. No, it's weird. There's a point though where your ass is like, I gotta fucking make some money. I gotta take a walk. I got some friends to see. And that is like a thing with me. Like I am just like a little too paranoid and anxious about shit that's being told about me. But after a while, I'm like, well, that was kind of a fucking waste of like a full 2 days. I gotta like, I gotta move on. So speaking of leaks, what's up with chip companies putting Olestra in their chips knowing they caused anal leakage? I don't know. I don't know who that is or what that is, but seems bad and good or good. I don't forget what the sentence said. So I just remember the time you showed your nipples on. Yeah, like an hour ago. Every hour of my life. Yo, what's up, jhbteam? You stress me out when you're here, because then I notice myself every time there's a streamer in chat. I'm like, all right, this is where I stop talking. I have nothing to say. I said everything I needed to, and so anyway, I was naked on stream one time. Don't click on that. That's some fucked up shit, probably. Okay. I clicked on it. You don't even follow me? Oh, their own server? Oh, okay. Why is that a thing? Why would y'all want gay people in your server? Yo, about 13 unruly goats. Thank you for the 16 months. Thanks. Aga. Is that a problem? I'm just like, I've been in so many servers with gay people. I guess it's just like, maybe, you know, I guess it would be like a different vibe if you've never talked to a gay person. It is crazy. Like you meet so many straights that are like, I don't really know if I like know a gay person. Like I know, you know, sometimes they're like in the hallway, you know. But I don't know if I really know a gay person. Yeah, JHB, you're like forced to hang out with gay people because of your like job where like you meet people, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I know a straight person. This is like, I would like, and this is fucked up, okay? I do think there is a little bit of a lack of straight in Montreal in my life right now. I do need to meet a couple straights just to see what's the vibe, okay? And I was gonna stop myself and be like, oh no, there's that guy that's straight. But then I realized I fuck him. He's only straight to his friends, and everyone he knows except me. So I'm like, damn it. There's always a little caveat or whatever the word is. That's right. Where do straight people live in Canada? Maybe Toronto. Maybe Ottawa. Ottawa's pretty straight. No, it's from, I don't know. Vancouver, you have to be rich and straight and rich. The fuck? I mean, gay and rich. That's the sentence I was supposed to say. Hey, someone edited that for me to say that better. I live in Toronto. I only know gay people, but maybe the East End is different. That's crazy. I don't even think of Toronto having an East. It's like kind of like a diagonal city a little bit because of the water. I don't really know what Toronto is. It's got like a big hole in it. Or something. It kind of like hugs the coast. I don't really know what Toronto is. We live on an island. I'm an island boy. Montreal. Montreal's an island. Do you guys know that? Everyone knows the big hole in the center of Toronto. Dude, I want to jump in that big hole, dude. Oh, I gotta visit the big Toronto hole. Dude, when I go to Toronto and I become the big Toronto hole. Dude, there's a lot of gay joke. Stop! I do have a lot of people, and like, okay, I'm not gonna go into detail, but sometimes I'll like just click on the tag. I'm like, okay, I want to tag, because on Grindr, okay, there's very specific tags. Okay, it's not like they in 2020 they did remove the race tag. Okay, so there's no you can't be like whites only, but everything else is everything's on the off or not, either on or off the table, whatever the saying is. What the hell's going on? Ah, never mind. Okay. I thought there's a I thought there was a fire truck like going into us, like into our parking, but they were like going around a car. Anyway, so I was like, is my apartment on fire? And I'm not sure about it. Anyway. So like you've got like all these tags, and there's like 100,000 tags, and then you click on one, you're like, everyone with this one, and then I start chatting up like the people that show up, and it's like, and then I realize their ass is like 350 kilometers away. Because in like a country-wide radius, there's only like 5 people with that tag. So I got a lot of like random people in Toronto that, you know, I need to hit up if I ever go. So me going a 4-hour drive for some 6 out of 10 head. Toronto side is the last time that happened. I was like, let me look for sides, okay? Because I don't want to do this bottom top shit. There's no sides. You know what I mean? No sides in Montreal at 3 a.m. So, I've never been to Vancouver. You've probably been to more Canadian cities than I have. I've been to like Ottawa, Gatineau, Montreal, Toronto, like one time when I was a teenager. Quebec City one time when I was in middle school. You know, and some little towns. North Bay, I've been to North Bay. Okay, I've probably been to more than you. And then you accidentally like put too many tags at the same time. You're like, okay, let me find like an uncut side who's into like piss play and who's into anime and also likes TV shows and music. And you find the one guy in the world with those tags. Like, that's so fun. I love doing that shit. It's so fun. God, and I do forget about like the music section, because you can like put like, oh, five tracks that really represent you, and it's like sometimes I don't like touch it for like 4 years or something, so it's like Buzzcut Season, Ribs, fucking Roses by Chainsmokers, Mamas and the Papas. Hi Prezoh, I hope you're having an awesome day. You know what? I was actually like not feeling it too much, but since you've been in chat, I kind of feel really great. So, Pissplay, a man of culture, I see. I was just saying random shit. You think I like anime, dude? That was probably the first time I've like said that out loud. Anime. You know? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. You know what I mean? I love like the jack off tag. So I'm like, this dude likes jacking off. I fuck with that. You know what I mean? I think they recently added Gooner, and I'm like, oh, come on, man. Bueno anal. I've got like a bunch of shit going on back there. I don't even want to look. I don't want other people to look. That's for damn sure. I just sold my boss a sex pill. Well, you know why they call it pill? Because pill backwards is lip, and you put them between your lips and you eat it. Y'all know that? That's I learned that I had like a little Wikipedia deep dive last night. More you know. Someone clipped that and put it on LSF. And now everyone's going to know. Dude, I love Wikipedia. I don't give a fuck. Dude, I fucking loved just going to Wikipedia for like the number 4. I gotta learn more about numbers and like what happened in 5 BC, stuff like that. How the number 5 came to be. The mods will probably delete that. Yeah, don't put that. Don't actually. I edit and make articles. It's addicting. I just kind of like how no matter what it is, like a small town that you grew up in that had like 3,000 people, like some fucking work went into making those, you know, making it very consistent with every page on Earth. You know what I mean? Excuse, I'm so sorry. I like that. And there was a time where I'm like, there's, you know, I didn't have like the brain to understand how people love doing that shit. In my mind, I'm like, there's got to be only like 100 people in the world that give a F about doing any of this, writing all these, making it look nice, not putting any opinions, just just what it is. But no, man, millions, billions, maybe. I'm not saying sorry. I'm saying excuse. Very different. So, you aren't a real one unless you have the entire Wikipedia downloaded in case of apocalypse. How much like would that be? A gigabyte? Well, I meant excuse. Okay. I'm deleting that clip. Like I don't want the LSFers to be like, why would you post this? You piece of shit. Delete. Nah, I'm keeping it. Just don't put it on LSF. I was looking at my family history and there's this random fucking person who has been updating it for 10 years and I recently contacted them and they started asking if I can continue the research when they die. Wait, that's so sweet and cute and scary. English Wikipedia is almost 25 gigabytes. I like that. But it was cool that you were like looking into it because I was doing that last week as well, and I was learning a lot, and I learned karma because I mean I've talked about this, but like the French that I use is very different. Well, it's not very different, but I just wanted to hear the accent that like I remember my parents having when we were younger. I was like, you know, there's only a few thousand people who've got this, and it was cute. And my cousin made a bunch of the videos for there because he's gay. Nah, he's not gay. I'm just kidding, guys. You want to follow me on Instagram, though? I was posting too many Q&As. The fuck? But he's actually the one who told me to switch from Sony Vegas to Premiere. I was like, but you can't. Fuck LSF, that DJN Asmongold OTK. That's hard to say. MAGA, maggot, shithole. Guys, don't edit that. Okay, we're listening to like the same thing over and over. Let's listen to Feminine Amina. We haven't. Try Sony Vegas, but I don't know. I couldn't. Is there, okay, anyone, any editors in the chat want to tell me if DaVinci Resolve, you can do the thing like in Premiere Pro, how it is on default, where you can click to make a cut instead of click, and then you like cut it. You know what I mean? You have the razor tool that like creates a line, and then you can make as many, because I like doing that. It's like painting. I believe you can. I would love that. I don't want to use that damn keyboard, okay? POV, you do circumcisions. Dude, circumcisions are crazy. Like, I feel like there's more than just cutting the thing, you know? It's more than just... There's like there's like an art to it. I don't... How many... Like, there's so many people with circumcisions. You know what I mean? That, like, it's gotta, like, be, like, almost common knowledge how to do surgery. In many ways, editing is like circumcising the video. Oh, I see. Why does it just sew itself back up? I don't know. I don't really understand. My cut got some grace to it. I kind of like, I think it's, I think it's funny when you can't like tell, because like they've got like all the skin like going over the head. And I'm like, I can't tell if no, I'm cut, but I don't know. I just got like a bunch of extra. They like left a bunch of it in there. Okay. So we haven't even mentioned, actually that's not true. I have mentioned calling the Prezoh archive channel Prezoh Uncut. I kind of liked Prezoh's Uncut. But Prezoh Uncut is probably great and perfect. You know what I mean? Okay, there's a lot of people saying Prezoh Uncut, a lot of people saying Prezoh's Uncut. Or Uncut Prezoh files. You know, I don't know. It's hard. I do kind of want to do a cheeky little rebrand. And okay, I get it. I respect it. I talk about the VODs channel too much, but it's a little bit of a passion project, okay? Because I'm not making like any money from it. And it's kind of like, it's a real pastime. It's a pastime. Like I can actually have a pastime that I don't have to think about the money at all. You know, like the thumbnails can be anything. It doesn't, no! No! Sorry, VOD viewers. Sorry, uncut viewers. I'm listening to Feminine Phenomenon. You're like your own librarian. That's so cool. Yeah. The worst part, though, I've been doing... I've been doing the chapters because I'm like, I need to make sure I know what the best title and thumbnail would be for this VOD. You know what I mean? So I've been starting to watch the whole dang thing. Because I think that's fun. It's cute. I guess maybe I miss managing a channel a little bit. Like I've been managing editors, but not like making thumbnails and making okay. We listen to the whole damn album now. Let's listen to Girl. I'm sweaty as fuck today. Can you add a little banner? Can you add a little banner and a link to the main on the channel? Oh yeah, I can do that. Wait, banner. Can you link? Sorry. You didn't say this wrong probably. I just have to reread it a few times, okay? Can you add a little banner and a link to the main on the channel, like this channel? Or the VODs channel. Like look at your main and then look at your VOD channel. Okay. Oh, it's a little bit of a, I'm gay, you know what I mean? Prezoh VODs. Prezoh archive. Also, I added tags, so that's good. And then Prezoh. Girl. Squeak gets so real today. Oh my god, you've been watching Squeaks at the same damn time? Okay, let me see what the difference is. Oh! Wait, what do you mean by that? Wait, let me, okay, this is Prezoh archive. Aga. And, Aga. Go to the home. Home. Ooh. And then home here. Customized. Should I customize the channel and see what happens? Ooh. I can add pronouns, dude. Not gonna do that. Let's keep him guessing. Oh, a banner and oh, I see. And the main channel. Okay. Yeah. I fuck with that. I'll figure out how to do that. Links. URL. Wait, maybe not. We'll figure it out. No pronouns means any. Look, I'm not gonna get mad. Okay? I don't have pronouns. Is this really men I trust? It sounds like MGMT. Am I crazy? Joe Biden. Can you do this? Type in your name to see it spelled out in Landsat imagery of Earth. What is this? Like, can I put like Prezoh? Or does it have to be my damn name? Enter. Tender. Whoa. Wow. So if I put like any P word, okay, I know, I get it. Now let's do something that isn't penis. Poo. Okay, is it gonna do the same O? Oh, okay, they do have some repeats for sure. But I guess they just have found a few things that look like letters from everywhere. Oh, Landsat. No, like I get it. I get it. Wow. Dude, if I got like, okay, let's say like I become a graphic designer and then like someone, like a YouTuber called XX, not Tentacion, XX just Sonic Gamer 89 XX. Oh, fuck. Sonic Gamer. I'm just gonna send them this as like, this is your new logo, and they're gonna freak the fuck out, dude. Dude. Oh, this is cool. I like that. That's sick. That's effing sick. Da-da-da-down.